Rudd, Nin, and Luna are celebrating their triumph as Luna wonders what alcohol really tastes like. Nin suggests that she try it out with Rudd, contemplating if it would be alright for a homunculus to consume alcohol. However, upon seeing Luna's glazing eyes, he allows her to take a sip. As soon as she gulps down the alcohol, Luna comments on how bitter it tastes. After this, Nin comments on how close Rudd has gotten with Lily and Lilia, with Luna agreeing as well. Rudd clarifies that even though they aren't clan members, but they have been helping him out a lot and he's worried that they might be imposing on them. This makes Nin question if there is something else going on between them, as Rudd replies negatively. Upon hearing this, she takes her shot and basically asks Rudd out, only to get brutally rejected by this sister maniac. Luna then questions Rudd regarding his dating status, as he states that he isn't dating anyone. This relieves Luna as she takes a deep sigh. She further explains that whenever Rudd is around her, she gets this warm feeling in her chest, urging that she wants to spend more time with him. My man Rudd has that underage riz. Hearing this, Nin also comments on Rudd's popularity. Following this, Rudd heads back to his room, where he comes across a beautiful lady lying on his bed and gets shocked by this. However, he immediately gets disappointed when he recognizes her as Lilia. She explains that Marius let her in as she wanted to meet Rudd and accidentally fell asleep. She then comments on Lily's behavior today, asserting that she really worked hard. Rudd also affirms that Lily surprised him with her leadership abilities and the fact that she can do a lot more. Lilia then asks Rudd on his opinion regarding change, questioning if it has ever scared him. Rudd explains that he gets scared when he thinks about what's happening to Avancia, and sometimes it feels like it would be better if things stay the same. For him, even if they don't know if they are doing the right thing, he's still glad that things are changing slightly and that Avancia would have never gotten so lively if things hadn't changed. This makes Lilia view things from a different perspective, and Rudd also realizes that she is scared to see Lily change. Seeing her dismayed expressions, Rudd reassures her that even though things have changed, but Lily and Lilia would stay the same and both of them would always stay together. This puts a smile on Lilia's face as she decides to accept Lily's change and finally look at her. The following day, Rudd and the others reach the Labyrinth, where they have to clear the 51st floor. According to Lilia, the two major clans have managed to reach the 51st floor so far, and owing to the dense fog, they have to utilize some means other than detection magic. Rudd then explains the roles to all the members as Luna clarifies that she didn't mean anything she said last night. Upon reaching the 51st floor, Lilia attempts to use detection magic, but fails. Rudd then asks Luna to clear the fog using her wind magic, only to be disappointed. Marius explains that fog the most probably made of mana and they can detect monsters if they focus. Rudd takes note of his advice and vaguely detects something approaching them. He warns the others to be wary as suddenly, some creatures attack them. Nin suspects that they are probably Sahagins, as they somehow manage to get rid of them. Rudd then notices that the monster haven't completely surrounded them and instructs all of them to escape. In the meantime, the Sahagins ambush Rudd, revealing themselves in the process. Now that they have revealed themselves, Marius and Lilia also take action and get rid of them, with Rudd supporting them. After defeating all the Sahagins, Lily suggests that they rest before heading for the next floor. Nin volunteers to cook for them as Luna and Lily help her. Surprisingly, they are having Sahagins for dinner, and it seems like we are having some sort of anime crossover here. In the meantime, Rudd and Lilia inspect the materials they have gathered so far, with Lilia commenting that it's all top-class stuff. She further tells him that she had no trouble looking towards Lily owing to their conversation yesterday, and express her gratitude. After savoring their food, Rudd and the others proceed to the next floor, which seems like a boss room, as Marius comments that something is approaching them. Suddenly, a magic circle appears out of nowhere with a dark skeleton emerging from it. Alongside the monster, 3 mysterious magic crystals also appear, which shocks them. With no other option left, Rudd ambushes the monster, but much to his surprise, the monster blocks his strike with a barrier created by the yellow crystal. At that point, the red crystal launches fire magic towards Rudd, which he blocks. Now, only the blue crystal is left, and it turns out that this crystal speeds up the monster's movements. Rudd deems the yellow crystal most troublesome and immediately devises a strategy to tackle it. With Marius and Lilia keeping the crystal at bay, Rudd ambushes the monster. At this point, the dark skeleton emits a mysterious light that blinds all of them, and soon after, Lilia starts acting strange. She attacks Marius out of nowhere, urging him to not hurt Lily, as she reminisces about her past when their father used to beat them. Rudd instructs Nin to cure her, but much to his surprise, the light had also affected Lily and Luna, and Nin is occupied curing them. Rudd hurls the skeleton away with his life conversion skill and switches places with Marius. He pins down Lilia and reassures her that there is no one here who would harm Lily. He yet realizes that Lilia is seeing visions of her past and the only way to calm her down is by reassuring her. Upon hearing Rudd, tears begin rolling down Lilia's cheeks and she regains her senses. With this, Rudd instructs Marius to retreat and get himself healed up. At that moment, the skeleton launches another fire strike at Rudd, who manages to defend himself. To protect himself from fire, he instructs Nin to coat him with her water magic as well. As soon as the fire attack wears off, Rudd ambushes the skeleton only to get blocked by the barrier. However, he notices something strange about the barrier and according to him, it cannot block physical and magical attacks together. This is major breakthrough as further confirmed this fact using Nin's magic. The battle continues as the skeleton keeps blocking their attacks and even attempts to utilize the same beam of light again, but this time around, Nin's magic protects all of them from the status effects. After this, Nin, Luna, and Lily simultaneously launch their attacks, creating a whirlpool of magic. But, despite their efforts, the skeleton is unfazed. With no other option left, Rudd decides to approach the skeleton amidst that whirlpool. Even though his absorb shield gets severely depleted, he utilizes life conversion to make up for it and significantly weakens the skeleton. Just when they believe they have a shot at this, the skeleton splits and all of them ambush Rudd. Seeing that Rudd is in danger, Luna utilizes her skill to identify the real skeleton as Marius and Lilia force it manifest its barrier. With the barrier defending against physical attacks, Nin and Lilia strike the skeleton with their magic. With this, the skeleton has gotten significantly weaker and Rudd also realizes this. He approaches the skeleton all alone and takes it down. Now that they have defeated the boss, Rudd suggests that they head back before proceeding further and Lily begins searching for the magic circle. Surprisingly, Lily informs him that there is no magic circle on this floor, which shocks them. Even Marius cannot comprehend what the guardian of this labyrinth is smoking. He postulates that the dark skeleton was the Guardian's masterpiece and now that they have defeated it, the Guardian is scared of them. Suddenly, a mysterious woman appears out of nowhere and attempts to seduce Rudd by biting his neck. But Rudd stays loyal to his sister and brushes off the woman. Suddenly, 4 magic circles appear out of nowhere with dark skeletons emerging from them. Seeing the woman comments on how these weren't supposed to summon here and absolutely obliterates them. Witnessing such inhumane power, Marius speculates if they have come across a demon king. Even though Rudd and the others had defeated the dark skeleton, it seems like they are in some deeper trouble. I wonder if this demon king is a good person or a bad one. Make sure to like and subscribe, so you don't miss out on anything.